Love, light, greetings, gratitude, blessings and blessings, Ascension stars. My divinity to yours. Welcome. Thank you for all your love, light and support. Thank you for your appreciation, participation. Thank you for your hearted comments. And thank you for our collective uniting light as we co-create for people and planets the shift and uplift into ascension. We work and weave, we care and share for all of Earth's kingdoms. And I thank you for all the love and support that you've given me in 2024. And I welcome you into a happy 2025. And I wish you and your loved ones and all on the planet in this brand new year every achievement, contentment and fulfillment. Many blessings and great successes. May Supreme Creator fill your breath, fill your words with truth, kindness fill your senses, divinity fill your consciousness, peace fill your mind, love fill your heart, health fill your body. May abundance fill your ambitions, protection fill your life, prosperity fill your home, unity fill your family, happiness all of your relations, and miracles fill your years. Remember to shine, to shimmer and sparkle your divinity, blazing your authenticity, your magical beauty, and to co-create in Earth's bounty. I thank you sincerely, deeply, and dearly. So, beloved ones, I trust that you had a beautiful, well-rested festive season. If you're still on leave, on vacation, well done to all of that is earned and deserving. And for those that are returning back to the workplace, of course, it is part of life and we shall embrace it with all our power, all our might in every waking hour. So I'm talking about 2025, this beautiful new year, a universal number 9 year of endings, completions, the finalities of the grand finale. It is about finishing all of the little bits that you were contemplating, procrastinating, and perhaps left undone in the previous year. So this year is all about the conclusions by volunteer or even by force. Our soul will force us, bring us to that pinnacle, that pivotal, that summit that we have to now peak. All of that, we either streak it correctly, we tweak it, or we've got to basically feel like we're freaking out by letting it go. So whatever this year, the lessons must be learned, and of course they have repeatedly presented themselves, and they will continue until you pay heed to it. That which we ignored, we feared, we left for another day or time, the solutions now must be found, must be realized to materialize. So this year is a major closing of a 9-year cycle. And if some of you remember, I did a video last year on the 9th of the 9th showing how the 999 will become the 999 this year. So what you were concluding next year, last year into the next year, which is this year, now will reach that finality, that grand finale that we're talking about, or whatever you might have started in the 01 of the 10 will now also be reaching its finale. So this beautiful year will take us through all of the old baggage that we cannot accompany into this new carriage. Also a year to celebrate your past achievements, your accomplishments, so that you can enjoy your victory, enjoy your win, enjoy your accolades, your benefits, the rewards and the awards of that hard work, that stealth, that steadfastness that you kept throughout your 2024. So 2024, we know, was the year number 8, year of infinity, the as above, so below, the attraction, the templating, and the founding of heaven on earth, personally and planetary. It was the year that Saturn governed the 8th vibration. As we know, Saturn is very heavy, a very dense, a very karmically balancing planet that brings you to book, that makes you work hard for everything, that puts you through the challenge, through the difficulty, that lets you go through the grind to be able to rewind. It pushes you through every norm so that you can conform. It is all about solid structure and a strong foundation, so that whatever you build on will be able to last through its time or through eternity, through generations. So if you've put in the work in 2024, you have nothing to worry about in 2025, or very little to be concerned about. It will be a lot easier to take off from where you left off. So 2025, the number 9 vibration, intrinsically influenced by Mars. This year, the red planet, the energetic, action-orientated, robust, fiery, hot and assertive war planet. 9 also connects us with the solitary aspect of the spiritual wise hermit. Although both are very opposing in their vibrations and characteristics and traits, they can interplay very well with each other as the fire and the earth energies that will help us to navigate transformation with peace, with passion and purpose. So the courageous Mars will be a supercharge for all of us in 2025, bringing us through its many themes into the forefront of our lives and showing us how to drive, to have the willpower to action our ambitions. And it offers us loads of physical energy to be athletic, to be very outdoors, to have more of our stamina and our vitality in its alignment, in its centeredness, in its prime, in its peak, that we may have not felt in 2024, because we put a lot of effort with Saturn in working tirelessly, working long hours, burning the midnight oil, really having to grind our way, forge our way, and at times did not even know if we would make it through or get through. So the beauty of Mars is that high energy to get things done, and to get it done a lot faster. Also remember, Mars cautions us with our temper, not to engage in clashes, in heated arguments, in unnecessary conflict, and also to be precautious about haste is waste. The hermit energy, on the other hand, will assist us to strike a balance and bring in the calm and give us peace and understanding, a lot of spiritual awareness, understanding, working through introspectively, through discernment to make better choices, better decisions. So allow yourself to rest, to recuperate from any fatigue and exhaustion that Mars will throw at you by meditating, healing, to renew, to rebirth. And many of the light workers this year will also be action to duty. Those that have been in their complacency, in their sense of sitting on the fence, not knowing, feeling doubt, feeling restlessness, will come online and help us along with our quotient, with our tipping off the scale into a higher perspective. So many will come into alignment on their spiritual journey, their life mission, their soul mission, and also receive divine message, heeding the call, beginning to self-realize, to actualize, and to illuminate. So this will be a wonderful year to embark on this 9 vibration, the year to embrace and integrate the fire of Mars that will help motivate us and into a forward moment, forward motion, into forward alignment, and of course to culminate that with the soul of the hermit that will inspire us into the onward and the elevated upward. So doing so will diffuse the potential for any conflicts and infuse us with enlightenment for a personal and collective evolution. Also, I want to share with you some of the key dates that Mars will be transiting in 2025, and we begin with Mars in retrograde. Right, Mars went retrograde in Leo on the 6th of December 2024 and moves into Cancer on the 6th of January 2025. It will go direct on the 23rd of February, but we will be in Mars post-shadow period as it enters Leo on the 2nd of April, and the post-shadow period ends on the 2nd of May this year. Mars then enters Virgo on the 6th of June, moving into Libra on the 28th of July, then enters Scorpio on the 13th of September, and then into Sagittarius on the 27th of October, as it then progresses through the end of the year. So this year, Mars is a major player and will impact, and its impact will be felt very deeply, very intensely throughout the year by us all, whether we're ruled by Mars in our chart or not. Remember, Mars influences our chart at different times, different placements. So be cognizant of your natal chart and where Mars is being placed this year in your chart. But the overall benefit is to utilize the energy to become stronger, to become better, to become smarter. And any profound change is expected to especially boost or reboost your energy, your path, your goals, your sense of direction, right? Your movement forward. Mars will give you that heat that you need in your feet. The most important changes that will happen will be spiritual awakening, personal development, personal empowerment, the risks you will be taking, the assessment of your core values, the reassessment of it, sexual interaction. Mars is passionate and fiery, so of course our physical senses will also be heightened. Your physical body, your appearance, your appeal, your aesthetics will also come into the spotlight, taking charge of your life, gearing forward, standing up for your beliefs, being that light warrior if you've not put full effort into that or effected that in your previous years. It will now be the fight for humanity, the fight with humanity, and as part of humanity are just some of the very important highlights. And of course, not forgetting that we are in the midst of massive global conflicts that could intensify and of course escalate, but allow light consciousness and the peace prayers that we all will collaborate and network and culminate and integrate to polarize and unify, that will then harmonize, pacify, purify, and sanctify the tension and the stresses, the unrest and the wars that we are experiencing in our communities and, of course, nations across the world. So it's important that we all connect the energy of the Hermit to improve our intuition and to manage better the Mars energy, so that we vest our energy and invest our energy, vent our energy creatively in creative pursuits by crafting, hobbing, journaling, dancing, whatever your interests are, charitable causes, humanitarian, and other philanthropic endeavors and organizations that you might want to partake of, participate in, or perhaps initiate, start something in your family or your community as such. Also remember that Pluto is transiting into Aquarius, and that began on the 19th of November 2024 and will continue for the next 2 decades, right up until 2044. So Pluto's transit into Aquarius is happening after 200 years. I have spoken about this, and there is other videos that you can also listen to about this transit. So this is a time of immense, intense transformation, transmutation, and of course very well culminates with all of the endings that we are experiencing now, particularly in this number 9 vibration year, where death, destruction, rebirth, construction and reconstruction, old patterns fading, outdated systems that will crash and crumble. It will be the biggest personal and planetary spring clean that has ever happened and will continue for the next 2 decades. And we note already this has begun in 2024. Past karmic cycles are coming up, dark agendas being revealed, the deep state is under fire, the dark forces are being rattled and being removed as well. They are collapsing. A lot has collapsed, but we will see a lot more of every dark, every deed, everything dead and dreary, the evil, the negative, that will all rise from the depth of their hiding, their hideouts, that will now surface for accountability, for clearing, and for cleaning. So we are in the Aquarius age. We entered this age in 2012. So expect a massive, intensive, and immense spiritual revolution. We know when Pluto was in Aquarius 200 years ago, we had the Industrial Revolution, the French Revolution, the American Revolution, and it is not surprising that these very aspects are now being revisited, where America is undergoing its revolution. We have the French government that is undergoing revolution. We're seeing so many governments that have fallen. Syrian government, we see the Canadian government under fire, the Korean government under fire, and of course there are many other governments across the world, presidencies, parliamentary bodies and other institutions that are all facing very similar challenges, because the old systems must go. Nothing based on that which is false, fake, farce, fictitious will now survive in this new energy that is sweeping our planet. So nothing and no one will escape the incoming light. We've said this before: the photon energies, the portals, the gateways, the vortices, the vortexes, and all sacred sites are being reamped, revamped, recharged to take charge, to be in charge, and to lead through that new charge of spiritual vibration and energy. So the potential of growth that is presently available and accessible on the planet is paramount. It is unprecedented, and every day, every moment, it increases in vibration. So the ascension into 5D is now fully anchored. It is not to be anchored. It is not happening. It is not something in the distant horizon. It has already happened. And what we're also saying, as the 5D energy is being anchored, is anchored in parts and thriving. A lot of our light workers have already magnetized to that energy. And what's also being received now is the pockets of the 6th density vibrational energy, as well as the 7-dimensional vibrational energy that is being ready to receive in our quantum fields. Those that are have raised their vibration, their frequency, it is available to you and will automatically attract itself to your energy by magnetizing your vibration to it with intent, with visualization, to being open to these blessings. You are able to now welcome it, to breathe it, to live it, to be it, and integrate this energy beautifully. Also know that I have shared on my playlist 1 and playlist 5, which is the Ascension activations, many other ways for you to open yourself up to these greater, higher, very beautiful, bountiful frequencies from our supreme and sovereign creator. The signs that will directly feel the impact and be affected this particular year will be Aquarius and Scorpio, because Pluto is ruling Scorpio. We're in the age of Aquarius, so whether you are Aquarius by birth or not, and if you are a light worker, you are an Aquarius, you are an ascension divine being, you will be affected by the shifts that are happening, particularly this year, and of course that will span over the next 2 decades. Aries, right? Mars is our greatest influence of our vibration this year, controlling the intrinsic frequencies of the number 9 year. So Aries will be particularly affected, and of course with the Hermit energy of the 9, you will have Virgo's energy also being affected. So whether your sun, your moon, your ascendant, you are a sign that has multiple placements of any one or combination thereof, you will ultimately be affected. But in retrospect, everyone on the planet will be affected by these particular placements of these main themes that are playing out this year, because you are definitely to have one or more of them in your natal chart. So I want to highlight very quickly the decans that Mars rules over, that will have an incredibly profound direct impact on your sign this year. So Mars rules over the fire signs, the first decan of Aries and the third decan of Leo. In the air sign, it rules over the second decan of Gemini, and the water signs, the first decan of Scorpio and the third decan of Pisces. So you all will be affected by it. There's no escaping at all. In reality, it affects all of us, right? Remember, we are all part of the astrological sequences, and we will feel the consequences of the movements of the planetary bodies that will definitely influence our lives directly, indirectly, actively, or passively. 2025, our year of 9. You will be given the first 8 months which will put you to the test, giving you the window period to put to rest burdens, baggage, to unclutter, to offload cargo, to release weight or anything that weighs upon you heavily, all of your difficulties, your challenges, your struggles, everything that didn't work, that can't work, that will never work, must go. You need to learn detachment and start detaching, severing ties and associations, relations, anything that includes people, places, situations, experiences that you know that will not benefit you, that do not serve your highest and greater good, your growth, your success, your wellness, your well-being into the coming, into this year as the coming year, and of course moving into the 2026 vibration of one. So habits, addictions, your vices, laziness, complacency, all must go. It is time to clear out, to clean out, to let go, to unlock doors, to untie, to break free, so that you can free yourself from everything that is conditional, whether it is love, any kind of lust, any form of lust, things that are religiously disempowering, unnecessary routines, monotony, things that are meaningless, pointless, and have absolutely no place in your new space. So all areas of your life will undergo scrutiny, dissecting, probing, analyzing, so that you can allow yourself to live your organic self. So even friendships, relationships from your past may surface for you to start clearing it out. Body pain, memories, dreams, it's all part of your subconscious, unconscious, your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, releasing all of that weight and baggage that is taking up place in your DNA, in your blood. Remember, you are undergoing a sprinkling on all levels. So of course it will be uncomfortable, it will be unpleasant, it might be humiliating, emotionally sensitive for us. But remember, where you're going, you are being guided. So you cannot take this with you. There's no place for that. And at the same time, we know the world is undergoing a lot of issues where countries are going through all of the troubles, the unrest, the upheavals, the turmoil, the turbulences. So no matter where you live in the world, we are affected because we all share the same planet. So be kind, be compassionate, be understanding, be prayerful, be mindful, be holistic in your approach to others, and be patient and tolerant if you need to be, because everyone is on a journey. Everyone is feeling pain and suffering in one way or the other, being affected through their bank, their wallets, their livelihoods, an ailing elder or a family member, some kind of disability or dysfunction in some area of their life. So if you've got it going for you, be understanding and kinder to others. It is incredibly important because this is also part of your spiritual growth. And if you show that kind of humanity and humility and simplicity, then you are the shepherds to the herd, right? Because many will wake up from slumber and we need to be there. These are the roles that we're being called in to help others, to be the way showers. So it's important that we invest our energy and time into prayer by creating prayer circles within your family, within your community, and of course joining for world peace, for prosperity, which is the priority. So this year Relationships will be challenged, and you must identify the ones that matter, the ones that you want to keep and continue to invest in. You need to be the lighthouse for the planet. You need to be the light bearers, the torch bearers, the way showers. You are the star seeds. We all are the star seeds. Many of us are still waiting for that seed to be planted. Some of us have the fruit that we can now enjoy from the hard work of cultivating that, harvesting that. And it's all about uplifting and helping unite people. Be charitable. You must know someone that is homeless. You must see the homeless. You know people that are in need. Where you have abundance that you can share, please do. Care for your health. Care for your bodies. I've spoken intensively, extensively about your health. Eating correctly, drinking correctly, being cognizant of what you're putting in your mouth, what is coming out of it, what you're putting into your bodies, ensuring that the children are eating nutritionally balanced, spending time in the outdoors so that they're grounded and that their light bodies can activate to its fullest potential and not be conditioned by the enslavery of the agenda that wants to keep you as couch potatoes and eating out of packets and pre-cooked frozen food. Prepare meals, eat healthy and organic where you can. Remember, the lighter you eat, the higher you vibrate. Letting go of animal products, animal meat, processed foods, all kinds of junk will do you good on your budget and your body. Also, there will be natural weather phenomena. With Mars, expect fires, volcanic eruptions, outbursts. With Scorpio, expect flooding, hurricanes and cyclones. Of course, we've already seen a lot of that because Pluto is in the Aquarius vibration, in and out, swaying through the year. So we got a bit of that. And of course, earthquakes, droughts, land masses collapsing, ocean activities that will be raising new land masses. Also be discernful of artificial weather phenomena. Right, we know with HARP and a whole lot of other cloud seeding and other weather manipulations that are taking place, that have been taking place, we need to become much more aware of how to discern what is natural and what isn't natural. So pray over it, and wherever you find there is dramatic weather patterns in whichever part of the world, we can create miracles coming together to diffuse that, to harmonize the effects and the disasters from that, and bring love light into that. And we've done that on this portal. People have done it across the world. We have participated individually, remotely, yet collectively, with all on Earth and off Earth. We also have our galactic families that are working, clearing the planet from all the negative paradigms, the networks, the controls, the artificial systems, the negative operations underground, etc. So we need to help and participate with them of what we know about, what we can see and connect with, while they are doing things that we are unable to access and have cognizance of at this time. Our world map is not the truth. Whatever we know to be our world map has never been the truth. It may be a surprise, a shock to some of us, but know that a lot more will be uncovered and discovered. And our world map in the coming years will undergo a new remapping, a new routing, where we will learn of new land masses, new continents, new countries, new rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. that will come into being. So be cognizant that that is what will come in not too distant future. So parts of the world that will remain hidden from humanity, from our population, that the dark agenda is aware of, that they're using as bases to practice and to do their nefarious deeds, will all be taken away from them and given, returned to humanity, returned to the people, as well as new stars, new planets, new galaxies that will come into our awareness. New discoveries will be made. Not so much that they've never been there, they've always been there. Also be aware that Earth is moving closer into the photon energy, into the magnetic energy, into the inner parts of the galaxy, and not so much like we've been orbiting from the outer skirts, being heavily 3D. The lighter we vibrate, we are being pulled into the higher vibrational energies. So then, of course, new planetary bodies will be uncovered and discovered, become visible, and of course, very influential. Also be cognizant that ancient civilizations, their teachings, their history, the discoveries of their artifacts will also become much more public now, brought into awareness. It won't just be a discovery that will be documented and put away, thinking it is not necessary for humanity's awareness. We will start learning of our ancestral lineages, our ancestral times, prehistoric information that will come out now for us to learn more about the ancient civilizations, the past, that have influenced us and that we have actually been part of. We are a lot of the ancestors from the past. And we have reincarnated now to bring into alignment all of the things that we were also part of, the messing up of. So science and technology advancement will continue to evolve rapidly during this time. A lot will be put forth now to the public, AI advancements, and there will be a lot of competition where the light alliances will want to do the right way with AI, and the dark alliance will want to compete for profit and greed and lust, and of course bring it out in a very quick or hastened way, so that humanity sees the aesthetics of it and starts to seep into that vibration of quick fixes. AI is not meant to be a quick fix. It is meant to improve. It is meant to lighten our burdens. It's meant to take away our troubles by helping us sophisticate our own biology, our own sense of understanding and knowledge. It is there to help us to clean the planet. That is the main purpose of it, is to provide things like free energy to help clear the planet's pollution, and to help humanity better farm, to improve our livelihoods, not to take us away from ourselves and to put us into a deep sleep. So be very aware, if you're engaging in AI, what it is that you should be doing and what you shouldn't be. Also, there will be an evolution on social platforms, people power, freedom of speech, as has started in 2024. People will rebel against censorship and will want to regain their power of free speech and make themselves heard. More governments will fall, big corporations, establishments are collapsing, and more will come. And of course, these will now be making headlines, not so much through mainstream's dark agenda, but more so through private media, private YouTubers, private content creators that are making the effort to get out there and bring you that information, So spread the word, support private content creators, because we are working tirelessly to bring you what you don't see, what's being hidden. And of course, your gratitude to accepting and sharing, participating, and rejoicing in this new energy. This is what the technology is about. It's about taking away the old systems that don't work, that held us hidden and captive and enslaved and blocked and suppressed and oppressed, depressed and stressed. We now emerging and awakening into something that is much more refreshing and rebirthing and renewing. And this is the renaissance of social media. And again, discernment, because not everything is positive. Also become aware that a lot of the truth about the virus C19 will start to surface, and other dark agenda information surrounding it, that it was not something that just happened. Whatever you heard about, but I've got to be careful about what I say. You will learn that this was contrived. It was a part of a depopulation strategy. It was part of fear mongering, siphoning human energy. It was part of disempowering us so that we can become medicated, chipped, blocked, and controlled. This is just but one of these type of dark ventings, avenues for control. There's been many in the past, and there will be attempts in the future. Also, we will have the unveiling of classified information that is related to the deep state, related to the elite controllers, that will now be given the green light to reach the public domain, right, to be known to us. And that will also be part of reptilian agendas, the tunnels, the assassinations of previous presidents, a lot of dark things that took place. Economy, commerce, finance, banking institutions will all be impacted this year, because a lot of them are now having to give up their controls, their oppression on humanity, the charges, the fees, the holding humanity in poverty, right? So disclosure and reformation is being prepared in this particular arena. So currency, our monetary currency, will be changing its approach in the future. Its format is being changed, and this also will become public information, where education about digital and cryptocurrency, which has already begun, will now be more available, more accessible, and educational. People will start understanding that the minting of coins, the usage of paper for just printing money, when countries get bankrupt, we just keep printing to stay afloat. All of that will come to an end, because the new banking systems, the new currency that was meant to be implemented in 2001, 9/11 took place, and that all just fell to the ground, will now be moving ahead again. And the currency will have to be gold and silver backed to have value, to have worth, and not just, we have money and the elites have more of it. They just keep printing it and oppressing the rest of the country, the rest of the nations, the rest of the population. So the light alliances with the earth alliances are partnering and preparing humanity's prosperity funds. So many, many years ago, we learned of the Nasara Gasara prosperity funds that should have been implemented at the time, when 9/11 had struck to sabotage that particular project will now be taking off the ground. ET disclosure will be more open, publicly spoken about, knowledge of our interdimensional star races, the intelligent life forms that are existing on our planet, within our planet, and off our planet. All the benevolent beings, the positive races, will now be given their place in humanity. This is the time where their introduction, we have been introduced, but for the majority, the introduction will start taking place. It will become known, and again, use discernment, because the dark elites will continue to try and sabotage humanity's trust, instilling fear about them. Of course, they don't give up on the agenda and will continue to want to propose false flag events. But remember, any ET invasion attempt by them is not ruled out, but they will not succeed in stopping the ascension. They will not succeed in any nuclear threats or negative invasion attempts or attacks that will risk humanity's life, risk life on Earth in general, or the planet as a living, breathing body. So a lot of truths and secrets will be out this year, making headlines. Not so much in mainstream, but a lot of mainstream will be transformed to bring into public domain the truth. Right, cutting edge technology. Remember, the age of Aquarius wants to liberate. It wants to authenticate. It wants to open the spiritual gate. So everything, everywhere percolates. And although it's never too late, I want to remind you that there is no more time to wait. Be mindful of the shocking revelations that will come, the culture shocks, the awakening, the mass awakening. Every day there will be new light workers. There will be new star seeds. There will be new borns that are coming into the world as the new vibrations of the 6D, the 5D, 6D, and 7D bodies that will carry the light on the planet. So there's no more time for following the herd. It is now time to hold your torch and to do so permanently. We are the light warriors that are versing the dark players. Right? Use your intuition, your discernment, which is paramount. Be stealth in your health, harmony, and humanity. It is important that we protect nature and all of nature's kingdoms, and I thank you for your part in doing that already. So some of the main trigger events that will unfold, apart from what I have said, is that there will be new powers in positions that will rise in key positions worldwide to uplift the nations, that will bring in the changes in our economic, social, political, health, educational, entertainment, and religious institutions, and all other subsidiaries that are connected to them. So you will find a lot of people will be resigning or have already resigned or will be removed from their positions that have held power to dark enslavement. They are the minions of the dark reptilian agenda. So all of those cuts and disconnects are taking place. The strings are being pulled, the carpet's being pulled. They will not be able to stand in their power of dark control and manipulation. A lot of them will be fleeing at this time, and we have already seen many of that taking place, particularly in the world of entertainment and, of course, in government. Also closure and transparency, right? We will have a tug of war with what will be closed and what will become transparent, and particularly in our extraterrestrial contact and our planetary reset, where our poles are gradually shifting from the anti-clockwise to the clockwise. I have spoken about this. We are in preparation for the planetary reset by the solar flares and the solar flashes that have already been happening. More to come. It is meant to be quite an event, but if we prepare ourselves to harmonize the impact, and the little doses can equal to one large dose of experience. So let us continue to send love and light to the planet, to harmonize any side effects, negative effects, and to neutralize any fear. So that is still projected for this particular year. Cryptocurrency as intended by Nasara Gassara, that project for humanity will also come up, and I need to repeat that so you understand that the poverty that is taking place, the collapse of the economy, is not to be feared, right? Ensure your funds are secured, ensure that you're investing thoroughly through research, trusting where your investment is going. It's not about hoarding, it is about being thrift, it's about being wise. Do not spend senselessly, do not spend listening to the marketing and the advertising of the dark agenda that you must have it, you've got to have it, you can't do without it. You can. You just need to teach yourself how to. Of course, there's a major planetary cleanup that's happening at the North and the South Poles, the Arctic and the Antarctic, because we have a lot of hidden agenda going on. Things that were nefarious is being cleaned up. A lot of things will be revealed. And of course, that goes with the underground tunnels, things that are happening under the oceans, in the mountains, in the caves, and of course in our skies. So a lot of cleanup is happening at this particular time. So you can experience a bit of turbulence in weather phenomena relating to this cleanup, as the Earth Alliance and the Light Alliance are working collaboratively to bring our a more clean and pristine Earth for us. Also, the release of new affordable energy, and of course the initiation of free energy that we should have already been benefiting and utilizing will also be making headway. Loved ones, light family, please do not despair. We have come so far, this far, and we intend to cross the finish. And we're not alone. We never have been alone. We are together. We have benevolent, sentient guidance and guardians. We've always had it, whether you're aware of it or not. We are supported. We are united. We are being resurrected. So we have everything positive to look forward to. So keep your vision on the highest, prosperous and victorious outcome. We are moving through many corridors of time and many jumps and leaps into new energy, daily, weekly, monthly, and of course annually. And I know that it can be displeasing and discomforting and frightening at times, but trust the invisible arms that hold us and fold us, and we all have teams of light that are working with us. So employ them. Employ them. We are a magical human race, and we need to remember our power. We need to reclaim our power, and we have been buoyant, And that in itself tells us how strong we are, that we will survive, we will keep afloat, we will thrive, we will live. That's why we are chosen. All of us have reincarnated from past generations, and we are preparing our planet for ourselves and our future generations. We are the conduits and the catalysts, and together we are mighty. We are a force to be reckoned with. We are working with the almighty cosmic intelligence and reactivating, reawakening the blueprints of our ancient stellar wisdom. And the abundance that we once enjoyed is now upon us again. So as timelines collapse, we will see the brilliant reflections of the higher dimensions manifesting and taking form. The filaments of light, the magnificence of love, the significance of unity, and the beautiful spiritual radiance of heaven and earth. Beloved ones, be beautifully spiritually you. Be happy, be healthy, hearty and haloed. And know that I love you immensely, intensely, unconditionally, multidimensionally, infinitely, eternally. Be blessed, be best, be success. Till next.